Seniors, I want you to slow down for a moment and truly focus, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary health advice, it is not recycled information, and it is not something most doctors ever take the time to explain clearly. Yet it represents one of the most important breakthroughs in circulation science in decades, and it has the potential to completely change how you understand the health, warmth, strength, mobility, and long-term independence of your legs as you grow older. Because a massive international team of vascular researchers recently completed an unprecedented analysis involving more than 14,000 adults over the age of 60, and what they discovered shattered one of the longest-held assumptions in medicine, which is the belief that poor circulation in the legs happens slowly and predictably over time, fading little by little as the years pass, because the data revealed something far more alarming and far more urgent, showing that in many seniors leg circulation does not decline gradually at all, but instead collapses suddenly, sometimes in a matter of hours or days, triggered by what appear to be small and harmless changes in hydration, inflammation, arterial stiffness, and nitric oxide availability that suddenly become far more powerful once the body crosses into its 60s and 70s. And what made this discovery so troubling was the realization that this collapse often happens silently and without dramatic warning signs, meaning a person can go to bed feeling mostly normal and wake up with colder feet, heavier legs, numbness, tingling, cramping, pins and needles, sensations, swelling, or an unexpected difficulty walking that seems to come out of nowhere, leaving them confused, frightened, and wondering how their legs could feel so different so quickly. And while that finding alone sent shockwaves through the medical community, it sparked an even more fascinating question among another independent group of scientists who became obsessed with discovering whether this sudden breakdown in circulation could be reversed quickly and naturally rather than managed only with medications. So they launched one of the most ambitious projects ever attempted in natural circulation research, systematically testing nearly 400 different beverages from cultures all around the world, including juices, teas, herbal infusions, mineral drinks, plant extracts, fermented tonics, and ancient remedies that have been used for centuries, all with the goal of identifying whether any of them could meaningfully and measurably restore blood flow to the legs of adults over 60. And what they uncovered left researchers genuinely stunned, because the overwhelming majority of drinks did absolutely nothing, producing no measurable improvement in circulation at all, while some actually made circulation worse by increasing inflammation, thickening the blood, or causing blood vessels to constrict. Yet buried deep within the data were 5 extraordinary drinks that produced effects no one had ever documented before in older participants. Drinks that caused arteries to visibly relax under ultrasound imaging, nitric oxide levels to surge, oxygen delivery to the calves and feet to increase dramatically, and sluggish blood that had barely been moving to suddenly flow again with strength and vitality. And perhaps the most astonishing part was how fast these changes occurred, with several of these drinks producing clinically meaningful improvements in under 45 minutes, including noticeably warmer feet, reduced numbness, improved balance, greater walking endurance, less fatigue, and improved muscle oxygenation, making it appear as though a long-dormant biological switch inside the body had been reactivated, something many seniors never realized they still possessed. And this discovery is especially important because poor leg circulation is not just about discomfort. It is directly linked to falls, loss of mobility, loss of independence, delayed wound healing, nerve damage, and in severe cases, amputation, which is why restoring circulation is about preserving quality of life, not vanity or minor comfort. And this is exactly why this information matters so deeply, because these 5 drinks offer a powerful and natural way to support circulation by working with your body's own chemistry rather than forcing it with harsh interventions, beginning with one that many people completely overlook or dismiss as insignificant: cayenne pepper water, which may sound unusual but has quietly become one of the most studied natural circulation enhancers in recent years due to its active compound capsaicin the same substance responsible for Cayenne's burning heat. And when capsaicin enters the bloodstream, it activates specialized TRPV1 receptors, lining the inner walls of blood vessels, triggering an immediate signal for the release of nitric oxide, the molecule that tells arteries to relax and widen so blood can flow more freely, with less resistance. And researchers have observed that this process can increase warmth and circulation to the legs and feet within an hour, especially when Cayenne water is consumed consistently as part of a daily routine, prepared simply by dissolving a small amount of cayenne powder into warm water and drinking it on an empty stomach, often with lemon added to improve both taste and nitric oxide production, though caution is advised for anyone taking blood-thinning medications or with a history of stomach irritation. Yet for most seniors, this inexpensive drink can serve as a gentle daily spark that encourages better circulation over time, followed by ginger tea, a remedy that has been used medicinally for more than 3,000 years across nearly every major civilization on Earth, from ancient China to India to the Middle East, which modern science now understands works through multiple powerful pathways simultaneously. Since ginger's active compounds help prevent platelets from clumping together, so blood flows more smoothly. Relax the smooth muscles surrounding blood vessels so they widen naturally, and reduce chronic low-grade inflammation that causes arteries to stiffen and narrow with age. And clinical studies involving older adults have demonstrated meaningful improvements in ankle and calf blood flow after consistent ginger intake, particularly when consumed as a freshly prepared tea made by simmering real ginger root, with many people reporting less leg cramping, reduced heaviness, improved walking comfort, and a spreading warmth that signals improved circulation rather than imaginary placebo effects. Then comes green tea, whose circulation benefits were first uncovered when researchers studying certain Japanese populations noticed unusually low rates of cardiovascular disease, and traced part of that protection to daily green tea consumption, because its key compound EGCG dramatically improves endothelial function, which is the ability of blood vessels to respond, expand and produce nitric oxide efficiently, and landmark studies have shown measurable improvements in blood flow to the legs within just a few weeks of regular consumption, especially when green tea is brewed correctly at lower temperatures and consumed consistently throughout the day, sometimes enhanced further by adding lemon juice to improve absorption and stability of the beneficial compounds, followed closely by pomegranate juice, a drink that surprised even skeptical cardiologists due to its exceptionally high concentration of punicalagins, unique antioxidants that protect nitric oxide from breaking down, while simultaneously stimulating its production, resulting in stronger and longer-lasting vessel dilation, with clinical trials showing dramatic improvements in walking distance and leg pain in people with severe circulation problems after daily use, particularly when pure unsweetened pomegranate juice is consumed in moderate amounts, alongside meals containing healthy fats to enhance absorption. And finally, standing clearly above all others is beetroot juice, the most powerful natural circulation booster ever studied, containing extraordinarily high levels of dietary nitrates that are converted through a remarkable biological process into large quantities of nitric oxide, producing rapid and dramatic improvements in blood flow often within just 2 to 3 hours, with university studies documenting significant increases in leg circulation, reduced blood pressure, improved endurance, warmer feet, reduced tingling, and less heaviness in adults over 65. Confirmed by advanced imaging that shows blood reaching tissues that were previously deprived of oxygen, especially in the smallest vessels of the feet and toes, making beetroot juice particularly valuable for seniors dealing with diabetes, nerve issues, or peripheral artery disease, especially when consumed fresh or from high-quality pure sources and timed a couple of hours before physical activity to maximize benefits, though caution is advised for anyone taking blood pressure or nitric oxide-related medications, starting with smaller amounts and consulting a healthcare provider. And when these drinks are used consistently either alone or together, they form a powerful, synergistic strategy for restoring leg circulation naturally, reminding us that consistency matters far more than perfection, and that choosing a few options that fit comfortably into daily life is far more effective than trying to do everything at once, because your legs have carried you through decades of living, work, family, and responsibility, and they deserve the nourishment and support that these science-backed beverages can provide, offering seniors a realistic, affordable, and empowering way to restore warmth, movement, balance, confidence, and independence while supporting long-term vascular health and quality of life, well into later years.